up, YouTube? It's your girl Alizemarriee, and I'm back with another video. It's the third video in one day, and y'all, we're a little tipsy, drinking on this MD 20. It could do it to you for real.
Sure can.
So we're gonna, as you read by the title, you've seen that thumbnail. We are going to tell y'all a story time on how we fell off, why we fell off, how we started talking, and we're gonna be asking each other some questions about the situation that we wanted to know. Let's start off by taking a little shot.
Y'all niggas are really tap glass.
Ooh. Ooh.
Man, that ain't shit. Look at that big ass shot.
All right. Ooh.
So let's get into it.
So Miss Ma'am gonna start talking because she was in her zone.
Okay. So when I was pregnant, I went through this kind of like phase, like it. I don't want to say it was postpartum depression, but it was like pre-postpartum, like before you had a baby. I was just depressed, y'all. Like I was working from home, so I was in a house by myself. My boyfriend was at work. I just felt lonely.
And I could have been there, but instead she did what you did.
We gonna tell them why. All right, so y'all, like I had gotten in this mood. I didn't want to be bothering nobody. I just felt like nobody was there for me. I just felt empty, like y'all, like I don't know. I just felt down, like ill, like it was horrible. So
It's your turn.
that's why.
So one day I just text this girl. I wish I had the messages, but she deleted hers and she got numbers back to back different. So one day I texted her and she was not responding to me, and I kept texting her, like almost every day. And I noticed like, oh, she just ignored me. Like she on social media, she just ignored me at this point. So I'm like, what did I do? She really not messing with me. I don't know what I did, y'all. So I got mad in my zone. I'm telling Noah like all types of stuff. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I didn't do nothing to this girl at all. So she like took me off social media. Did you?
Yeah.
She took me off social media. So now I'm texting her in the DM on Instagram, and she's on there, but she act like she can't see my message went through. And I'm texting on messages and DM. And we live in the same apartment complex. To go over there and walk on that doorstep and not, bro. Every single time.
You should have. I would have been like, oh, she really care about me. Like,
really,
I swear you should have.
Okay, I'm skipping a whole lot, but I had some baby clothes, like for real, for her baby. And I did that because I didn't even know if the girl was having a baby shower or anything.
I wasn't though. I was so depressed. I didn't want to do none of that.
I went to the gender reveal and I'm not understanding like what did I do to her. So I bought this baby clothes. I didn't know what was going on with her, the baby, like none of her doctor's appointment, nothing. Like this girl just ghosted me from the time after her gender reveal to when she had the baby. Yeah, because I didn't even go to the hospital when she had the baby. I don't think we was talking at the point.
We did. We started back talking like right before I had him. Because I sent you pictures when I first had him.
You right. Why I didn't go to the hospital? Why I didn't go to the hospital?
Y'all was supposed to, but remember I had the emergency C-section.
You right. So I had bought the clothes, and I think I text you like I'm finna bring you type stuff.
And I didn't respond.
And she didn't respond to me. Like I really wanted to go to this girl's house because we stayed like a couple buildings down in the apartment. I wanted to go and give her. If you didn't even want to talk to me, like it's cool. Here's the clothes for the baby. This is what I bought for him out of my money. So I just felt some type. I feel like she was being ungrateful. My whole mind was just being crazy. Like, okay, I don't know what you got going on with me, but I don't care what we got going on. Your baby finna come to this girl, and I want to be in his life. And I bought this stuff for him. So I'm like, I just want to drop it off. And I had Noah text Bianca boyfriend ex, basically telling him that, hey, tell Bianca I got some clothes for the baby. No response. I went to work and everything. I'm like, well, if she don't respond, I'm just gonna bring this back because obviously she ungrateful to that. And I ended up bringing it back and she still wasn't responding to me. What you gotta say?
So y'all, this what made me mad about her. She said I was ungrateful. No, I wasn't ungrateful. I was just going through it. Like y'all, like being home by yourself. Matter of fact, that's when all this stuff was happening with the apartments, y'all. Like I had lost my job because, you know, well, I didn't lose my job, but I had stopped working because they didn't care that I was pregnant. So my boyfriend was the only one working, so it was getting kind of stressful because that rent was high. We had to get stuff for the baby. We had to try to get a baby shower ready.
But I'm working 2 jobs. And if I'm your friend, like, if I got it, you got it.
Yeah, but
it was already like that when you moved into that apartment. You remember?
Facts.
So I don't understand how this happened. Like, I would have been at your house every day if I had to, girl. We would have been cooking over there, cleaning, just chilling, talking, and watching TV, doing what we usually do. Like, hey, you want to get out the house? Let's go do some orders type stuff. But she just ghosted me like that. Like, she cut me off for real. And I was confused. So I was mad about it. And I was in my feelings. Because I told her, I said, I don't know what happened. Like, you was a good friend to me. This girl never did nothing to me like some of my other friends.
We didn't get into it.
We never got into it. We never disrespected each other. But she felt like I came off as wrong when I said she was ungrateful. Like, if she knows she's not ungrateful, she don't want to be called ungrateful. And in that situation, I'm talking my mess. Like, I was hurt about the situation for real. Because you don't want to lose a friend that did nothing but good to you. Because you actually got friends who don't care about you, who take you for granted, your kindness for weakness, and who just leech off of you or like have you around when they don't have nobody to talk to. But this girl, we used to do all types of stuff together.
Every day.
For real.
Every day.
So that happened, and I'm texting you. She ain't never responding to me. So what?
Y'all, like, I was even telling my boyfriend, I'm like, I kind of feel bad, but it's like, she gotta understand, like, that pregnancy stuff, it's not bad, but certain parts are gonna be bad. Especially even after you had a baby, you feel lonely, you feel like you can't do it. But when she texted me that final last time, matter of fact, when she texted me and told me I was ungrateful, I forgot what I said, but I think I told you something like it's nothing to do with you or something like that. But yeah, I wasn't ungrateful because anything that's for my baby is for my baby. Like, but it's just it was a hard time, y'all. Like, we even moved out of that apartment because so much was going on.
And I could have helped her.
Y'all, like,
I feel like everything she needed, me as a friend and who I am, I could have helped her in any kind of way that I could. Giving her company when her boyfriend was at work, like, I could have been there. You needed a ride somewhere, I would have gave you a ride. Like, we could have went out to eat, get our feet done or something. And I feel like when I got pregnant, we was already back talking, and I'm glad for that.
That's why I was there for you, because I already knew what I went through, you possibly can go through. I was like, oh no, because I know. Like, at the time when I was pregnant, yes, I had Bianca, but she doing herself, she living her life. But if I ever needed some questions or help, I would reach out to her. But I feel like when I was pregnant, it was just me and Noah, no matter what. And I explained that to the other person. I feel like it was me and Noah, plus I had lost my job and I'm constantly sick. Like, I went through my own stuff too.
I'm working 2 jobs, so I ain't at home.
Stop. It's me and her video, not you. He lost his job one time. He was working 2 jobs at once. I wasn't working. It was just a lot on me. I'm constantly going to the hospital, throwing up, losing weight. But I did have her right there. But it's like, I got a good support system. And if I needed her for any questions, I had to let her know or whatever. But by the time I started talking to you, was I already like past my first trimester? Was I probably like 2 months pregnant? Because she was barely pregnant. Okay. So we started back talking. How did we start back talking? We started back talking because she texted me and was basically saying, like, basically she was telling me like she overdid it, like she was thinking that it was something that it wasn't. And I told her, like, no, it wasn't nothing to do with you, I was just going through it. Like, when you get financially unstable, you just, and then you got a baby on the way, it put a lot of stress on you. I understand it. After we talked about everything, I understood everything, but I just wish we would have been helping each other out within that moment. Because I feel like I really could have helped you, even if it wasn't financially, mentally, and emotionally, I could have been there for you. So I'm just like, this girl just threw me out the window and closed it on me. She threw me out the window when I could have really just been there being the friend that I am. So I did end up buying her baby some stuff, but it wasn't the same stuff that I had bought the first time. And I did not go to the baby shower, and I wish I would have went to the baby shower. It's because she didn't invite me to the baby shower. And to tell you the truth about that, when Noah told X that he was gonna pull up, I thought you was coming. I thought pull up where? To the baby shower? So he knew about the baby shower.
Yeah, him and X was still cool.
He didn't tell me.
Cause X was
or
like,
did he? I don't remember.
Cause I told X, I said, damn, I hope Noah don't stop being cool with you, cause I'm going through it. He was like, no, they don't got nothing to do with us.
He didn't stop. He the one telling me chill out. Talk about chill out. She ain't do nothing. Y'all ain't do nothing. She just pregnant. She gotta get herself together. He telling me the truth. And my stubborn self over here like, no man, she just doing the most. I'm just talking my mess like, I did something wrong. I didn't do nothing to her. We never got into it. We never was bad friends. We never disrespect each other. We never called each other out their names. We never bashed each other.
Y'all ain't finna stop us from being
all of that. Like, they gonna be fishing buddies regardless. But the camera died, so we on my phone.
What I was about to say, like, I don't know. I just felt like when you pregnant and all that, a lot of stuff run through your mind. You feel vulnerable. You feel like nobody there for you when in reality people do be there for you. It's just I was being stubborn. Like I just wanted everybody to leave me alone. But it's just like I really didn't need that. I needed somebody to be in my presence. But I was being so stubborn. I'm a Virgo, by the way. I was being so stubborn. It's like I didn't want nobody trying to bother me. I thought everybody was going. And then that's why I didn't used to text you back because I didn't want to argue. I'm like, I don't need the stress. She don't know why, and I don't need the stress. Like that's why I didn't really just explain it yet. But I waited. When you finally hit me up, that's when I told you like it was nothing to do with you. It was just me. And that's what it was. Like, it wasn't, hell no, nothing like that. You ain't do me nothing. We together every day.
I'm like, dang, she was a good friend to me. I ain't never had too many good friends.
Yeah, we was chilling.
Like, she ain't never put her problems on me. I never put my problems on her. She don't leech off me. I don't leech off her. Like, it ain't never jealousy or envy, wanna be vibes over here. We just be ourselves. We have fun, and it is what it is. So no one knew about the baby shower, and you was hoping that I didn't go?
I was hoping that you did. Because it said nobody had told him he was going
I wasn't going to let him go by himself.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, so Alizemarriee going to come with him too.
And I was going to act different.
No.
I wasn't either.
I
was going to give you a hug, rub that stomach and everything.
Like, I swear, like, I was just going through it, like.
I was going to rub her little stomach, take some pictures.
Because even the family that I don't really talk to like that was there, and I was talking to them. But that's what happened, y'all. But when we finally, it scared me. When we finally seen each other, it wasn't weird. Like we wasn't acting different, nothing like that. It was like we was. Still,
it was like we never stopped talking. Basically,
we was still
it wasn't being weird. None of that. Shh, doing my video. So we ended up back talking, and we linked, and they had moved, and we had moved. Yeah. And I was going to where she was at, chilling with her in that room.
Yeah, I talked to you before y'all moved. Because remember, y'all got rid of the couches.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I talked to her again before they moved. I want to know why. You pretty much said it, but I want to know why you took it upon yourself to charge me up like that.
Wait, saying you're ungrateful?
Yes.
You hurt my feelings.
No, you hurt.
She hurt my feelings because she cut me off with no hesitation. No 30-day notice, 60-day notice. She just cut me off the paper, like for real. And I hurt her feelings because I said she was ungrateful. But why I charged you up like that? That's how I felt within the moment because I went out my way to do this. Not for you, that you angry at me, but for your son that wasn't even here. I just feel like you wasn't answering me. Like you didn't care. You gave me I don't care energy. Like girl, I see your message. I don't have to respond to you. So you kind of just threw me under the bus. Like you don't want nothing to do with me type stuff.
Okay. So y'all like,
and then y'all, she cut people off, but she's still talking to certain people.
Who?
You was talking to certain people still. She was posting her other friends. So she was still talking to other people, but she's such in her mood and stuff.
But I finally made the big move right and did what I had to do and got rid of it right.
She got rid of the people. And now I'm here. But the real ones only stay to the end. Real ones only come back.
Thank you.
Like if it ain't no bad blood, then why we ain't friends?
Some people only come around you when it's beneficial for them. And I got tired of that. I said, all right, I'm done with it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Can't do it no more.
You have anything else to ask me?
No, you asked me.
Oh, I didn't ask you?
No.
Well, I already know why you cut me off, but that's so understandable. But I just feel like when you need somebody, I should have been that person you needed. I'm right a couple buildings down. I could have walked over there with no shoes on. And it's that deep. No shoes on. So, something I have to ask you about the situation is, if I would have never bought nothing for the baby and never would have reached out to you, would you have reached out to me and what would you have said?
Yes, I would have reached out to you, but I would have went off on you.
About not reaching out to you the whole time?
Yes. Because I would have been like...
But I feel like I'm so used to talking to you every day. Just because you get pregnant, why not talk to you? That don't,
Right.
So I would have still reached out, even if it wasn't about her being pregnant.
I would have been like, you know I'm pregnant. You just gonna go off on me and stop talking to me. You know, no. You know, I would have been mad because I feel like
when people
go
pregnant,
through stuff.
they need you there the most, basically.
That's why I feel like with one of my other friends, because she was pregnant and she was talking to me like I was, you know, and that made me mad. Like, you don't do that. If somebody's trying to be there for you, you don't talk to them like they dumb. And that's where I messed up at. I shouldn't have treated you no type of way just because what I got going on. If anything, I should have came to you and told you what it was. But me, being stubborn, you know, I just was like, okay, it's going to ride. It's going to fade away. I'm going to be fine. And it did. It faded away. I was good. But the ungrateful part, I'm still not over that because...
To this day, you're not
yes,
over it?
anything that's for Ezra, that's for Ezra. That wasn't for me. That was for Ezra. So,
yeah.
Like, when you say...
But they have moms that I know that's like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you claim to be something towards a child, but you and the parent get into it, they feel like, oh, F them. They not doing nothing for my son.
No.
Or they can't get my son, or they can't get my daughter.
No.
They got parents like that.
No, you need to... That baby didn't ask to be here. So, therefore, you're going to care for that baby as if you cared for that baby at first. That baby ain't asked to be here. That baby ain't got nothing to do with you and the mama got going on.
So, to this day, you feel some type of way that I called you ungrateful?
Yes.
Well, apologize.
So,
No, like... It's,
No, don't
she
tell
texted
me.
She texted me and we talked about it, but it's just like, damn, like, I'm not like that, you know? Like, anything I ever needed...
But we was, like, barely starting our friendship around that time, too.
we had to learn each other.
Yeah, like we really. She did my hair one time, and
we
that's
just was
how
talking.
that's how we started being friends. And we just kind of clicked, and we just did so much together. We knew each other's business. We knew what we was going through as couples, and we just it was a lot. Like we just dealt with a lot. We've been through a lot. We seen and heard a lot within each other in our relationships with Noah and ex, me and Bianca, or just me and Bianca. Period. So we had to learn each other, and we had to see how we would handle situations if they got bigger than this. But we seen how we handled this situation, and we passed it, but not on that part. She ain't passed it. She probably don't like being called ungrateful.
Only
What?
reason why is because growing up, like, you know, a lot of people used to say that about me, and that's not
you
me.
was ungrateful?
Yes, and that's not me.
As a
I will
child?
give my last, like, to anybody, my boyfriend, my mama, my friends.
She didn't like the fact that I said that
My
word.
friends
to
know
her.
that. My friends know that. Like, my old friends know that. But, matter of fact, yo, I come through for people that's my friend. Like, and my boyfriend be telling me, you need to make sure they're going to do it for you. And I still do it.
My boyfriend be telling me that I'm too nice. I do a lot for people, or at least I used to do a lot for people, but I had to learn that people only want to be around you or hit you up when it's beneficial for them. Yeah, they could pay a little $20 to $35 for you to take them somewhere, but they ain't never gonna pay for your lashes or your hair or take you out to eat. I don't know. I feel like I be too nice in friendships, and Noah will always be telling me like, stop doing this for them, stop doing that for them. They ain't gonna do it for you. I have some bad friends in my past.
Me too.
And I gave them chances. I would name her right now.
Don't.
And it ain't the one I said in my previous video. It's somebody else. Let me tell you. I let this girl come back around in my old apartment, bake some cookies with me at my table. It was Noah's birthday. She like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. I put her name on the list, reserved the seat and everything.
Wait, tell me again.
Girl, let her. I feel like she came around to see what I got going on.
Probably
to
did.
see how my apartment look, where I stay, what I got going
How
on,
you living?
where I'm driving. I feel like she came back in my life to see what I had going on. Didn't know her birthday came. She said she gonna come. Then she started texting me. Oh, but recently, she wanna send friend requests on Instagram, like pictures on me and my baby profile. Baby, no, I ain't following you back.
Always do it.
I ain't following you back. Stay watching, and I hope you watch the video. Period. We're going to go ahead and end out the video right here. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have not, turn on the bell because you want to be notified every time we upload a new video. And this is the end of today's video. Peace.